The race for artificial intelligence is heating up, but what happens when just a handful of trillion-dollar companies control the most powerful technology ever made? Three of the biggest names in decentralized AI decided they weren't going to stick around to find out. They've joined forces to create a single super token, forming a new crypto giant with one mission: to build a decentralized artificial superintelligence before big tech does. This isn't just another crypto merger, it's the start of a coordinated pushback against the centralized control of our digital world. At the center of it all is a token that aims to power a new kind of intelligence, one that's open, democratic, and owned by everyone. This is the story of the Artificial Superintelligence Alliance, and it marks a major shift in the entire crypto industry. So, what does this really mean for the future of AI, the crypto market, and for anyone who thinks technology should serve all of us, not just a few corporations? Let's break down one of the most ambitious moves in crypto history. To really get how big this is, you first have to understand the battlefield. This isn't just market competition. It's a new kind of Cold War over the future of intelligence itself. On one side, you have the titans, the new empires of the 21st century. I'm talking about Google, Microsoft, OpenAI, and Meta. These aren't just companies, they're like nation states of data, with budgets bigger than many countries and armies of the brightest minds on the planet. Think about the resources they control. They have massive planet spanning server farms, the digital continents where AI models are born and trained. Microsoft's multi billion-dollar investment in OpenAI wasn't just a business deal, it was the funding of a tech dynasty. It gave OpenAI access to the almost unbelievable computing power of Azure, a key ingredient for training models like GPT-4. Google, with its legendary DeepMind division, has been a leader in AI research for over a decade. They have more data on human behavior and intentions than any entity in history. This data is the oil of the AI age, and they own all the refineries. This concentration of power has led to what I call the centralization crisis. This is the core problem, the threat that this new alliance was created to fight. It's a crisis that has a few dangerous sides to it. First, the data moats. The AI models that have caught the world's attention are incredibly hungry for data. The more high quality data they get, the better they become. 2 decades building impenetrable fortresses around the world's data. Every search, every photo, every message, it all becomes training material that deepens their advantage and makes it nearly impossible for new players to compete. This isn't just a business edge, it's a wall that stifles innovation. Second, there's the sneaky problem of algorithmic bias. When AI models are trained on private data sets hidden from public view, the biases in that data get baked into the AI's logic. These systems are increasingly making decisions about everything from loans to medical diagnoses, and they can end up reinforcing existing societal inequities. The AI becomes a black box that inherits our prejudices, and we're left to deal with the fallout without knowing the cause. Third, and maybe the most critical for the global economy, is the threat of total economic control. Artificial intelligence isn't just another tool, it's becoming the main engine of production. In an AI driven economy, whoever controls the best AI models controls economic growth itself. This creates a scary winner takes all situation where a few corporations could set the rules for commerce, innovation, and labor for the entire world. Technology has always promised to create opportunity, but centralized AI threatens to create the biggest concentration of wealth and power we've ever seen. Finally, there's the philosophical crisis at the heart of it all: the alignment problem. Who is this powerful new intelligence actually working for? When an AI is built inside a corporation, its main goal, spoken or not, is to serve the shareholders. Its purpose is to maximize profit and market share. But are those goals always aligned with what's best for humanity? The answer is a clear no. This creates a huge conflict. We're building godlike technology, but we're shackling it to the narrow, short term goals of a corporate balance sheet. This is the world that was taking shape. A world where the future of intelligence was being built in secret, controlled by a few, and aligned with corporate interests. Many in the open source and decentralized tech movements see this as a digital dystopia in the making. They believe something as powerful as artificial superintelligence shouldn't belong to any one company. It should belong to everyone. It was in the shadow of this growing tech oligarchy that a resistance started to form. A fellowship of projects, each holding a piece of the puzzle, decided the only way to fight a giant was to become one themselves. Long before everyone was talking about ChatGPT, a small but dedicated group of visionaries were already on a different path. They weren't just trying to build AI, they were trying to build it on a decentralized foundation, using blockchain to keep it open and fair. Three projects in particular stood out, each tackling a key part of the decentralized AI puzzle: To get the power of their merger, you have to understand the individual genius of each one. First, there's SingularityNET, the project I like to call the visionary brain. Founded by Dr. Ben Goertzel, a man often called the father of AGI, SingularityNET was never just about building simple AI tools. From the start, Goertzel's mission has been to create a beneficial and decentralized artificial general intelligence, or AGI. This isn't the AI that writes your emails. This is an AI that can think, learn, and reason across many different fields like a human. Goertzel is a figure straight out of sci-fi, a brilliant researcher who has dedicated his life to creating conscious machines. He co-created Sophia the robot, the first robot citizen, and his work on frameworks like OpenCog Hyperon is at the cutting edge of AGI research. His vision for SingularityNET was a platform where different AI algorithms could work together. Think of it like a global brain where individual AI agents are like neurons. One agent might be an expert in image recognition, another in language, and a third in financial analysis. On the SingularityNET platform, they can hire each other, share info, and combine their skills to solve problems no single AI could handle alone. It's a decentralized AI app store where the apps are intelligent and can team up, forming a collective intelligence that constantly grows. The AGIX token was the currency for this AI economy. In the Grand Alliance, SingularityNET provides the soul, the grand vision, and the deep research focus on the ultimate prize, AGI. But even a brilliant brain is useless without information. It needs fuel. That's where the second member comes in, Ocean Protocol, which I call the lifeblood of data. Co-founded by Trent McConaughey, another pioneer who built AI software used by most modern chip designers, Ocean Protocol was made to solve one of the trickiest problems in AI, the data paradox. Here's the paradox. AI needs tons of data to learn, but the world's most valuable data is often private, sensitive, and locked away because of privacy and commercial concerns. Ocean Protocol was designed to break this stalemate with a technology called compute to data. This is a really important idea. Instead of forcing you to send your precious data to an AI model for analysis, compute to data lets the AI model travel to the data. The data itself never leaves its secure private server. An algorithm is sent, runs its analysis on the private data, and returns only the results, not the raw data itself. Think of it like this. You have a secret document in a locked vault. You want an expert to analyze it, but you don't want them to take it out of the vault or make a copy. With compute to data, you let the expert enter the vault, do their analysis inside, and leave with only their conclusions. The document never leaves your control. This is what Ocean Protocol does for data. It creates a secure data marketplace where data owners can make money from their data without ever giving up its privacy or ownership. Artificial intelligence developers get the high-quality private data they need, and data owners get rewarded. The Ocean token was used to buy and sell this access. For the Alliance, Ocean provides the fuel. It unlocks the world's siloed data, the lifeblood the AI brain needs to learn and grow. So we have the brain in SingularityNET and the data fuel in Ocean Protocol. But you still need a way for this intelligence to interact with the real world. That's where the final member comes in, Fetch.ai The Autonomous Network. Founded by Humayun Sheikh, a founding investor in Google's DeepMind, Fetch.ai focuses on putting AI to work in the economy. Sheikh's vision was to create a world of autonomous economic agents, or AEAs. These are smart software programs on the Fetch.ai network that act on behalf of people or companies to get economic tasks done. Think of them as a decentralized army of digital butlers. You could have an AEA that constantly watches crypto markets and executes trades for you. A shipping company could use AEAS to represent every truck in its fleet, allowing them to autonomously negotiate with warehouses, find the cheapest fuel, and bid on new delivery jobs in real time. The Fetch.ai network is the world where these agents live, communicate, and transact using the FET token. Fetch.ai built the infrastructure, a specialized blockchain perfect for AI and the tools for developers to deploy these autonomous agents. So, Fetch.ai provides the hands and feet of the Alliance. It connects the intelligence and data to the real economy, giving the AI a way to do things. Individually, these three projects were leaders in their fields. SingularityNET was pushing AGI research, Ocean Protocol was building a secure data economy, and Fetch.ai was building the framework for autonomous agents. But they were all still competing for resources and attention. They realized that while they were fighting each other, a much bigger threat was on the horizon. To build a real alternative to big tech's centralized AI, they had to unite. The announcement sent shockwaves through the crypto and AI communities. Fetch.ai, SingularityNET, and Ocean Protocol weren't just partnering, they were merging their tokens to form the Artificial Superintelligence Alliance. This was an unprecedented move to consolidate their strengths and create a single, unified force to challenge the giants. So, why now? The timing was perfect. The public's fascination with AI, sparked by tools like ChatGPT, created a key moment. On one hand, big tech was moving faster than ever, making the window to build an alternative smaller. On the other hand, it was a golden opportunity. The world was finally paying attention to AI's potential and its dangers. This was the moment to offer a different path, a decentralized, open, and democratic vision for intelligence. As the founders put it, this move was born from strategic necessity. Humayun Sheikh of Fetch.ai said the alliance forges a different path in a world of exploding AI innovation. Ben Gortzel of SingularityNET spoke of speeding up the race to a beneficial AGI, free from anyone's control. And Trent McConaughey of Ocean Protocol stressed the need for a unified stack of decentralized tech with the scale to compete globally. The message was clear: the era of friendly competition was over. The unified resistance had begun. So, how do you actually merge three massive crypto projects? It comes down to the mechanics of the new super token, which they're calling ASI for artificial superintelligence. The core of the merger is a token swap. It's a multi-phase process, but here's the gist. The Fetch.ai token FET is the foundation. It will be rebranded to become the ASI token at a 1-to-1 rate. If you hold 100 FET, you'll have 100 ASI. The tokens from the other two projects, SingularityNet's AGIX and Ocean Protocol's Ocean, will then convert into ASI at a fixed rate. The official rates are set so that one AGIX token converts to about 0.43335 ASI, and one Ocean token converts to about 0.433226 ASI. This fixed rate is key. Once the merger is done, there will be only one token, ASI. This single token will power the entire unified network. For token holders on major exchanges, this process is designed to be automatic. For those holding tokens in their own wallets, a secure migration tool has been made available. Now for the numbers, because this is what really makes this a new giant. At the time of the announcement, the merger created a new entity with a combined, fully diluted valuation of around $7.5 billion. This move instantly launched the ASI Alliance into the top 20 largest crypto projects by market cap. The total supply of the new ASI token is set at 2.63 billion. This scale isn't just for show, it's a strategic weapon. It gives the Alliance the financial power to fund large-scale research, get the computing resources needed for AI, and attract top talent. It also creates a single, highly liquid asset that's more attractive to large investors. It sends a clear message: decentralized AI isn't a niche experiment anymore. It's a major economic force. Beyond the finances, the merger also created a unified leadership structure. They formed a superintelligence collective governed by a council of leaders from the original projects. Humayun Sheikh from Fetch.ai serves as chairman. Dr. Ben Gortzel from SingularityNET is the CEO, setting the long-term vision for AGI. And Trent McConaughey and Bruce Pond from Ocean Protocol are on the council, ensuring their data expertise is part of the strategy. The three founding organizations will continue to operate as distinct entities, but they will collaborate within the shared mission of the Alliance. The mission is clear and ambitious: to accelerate the development of decentralized artificial general intelligence, AGI, and eventually artificial superintelligence, ASI. The founders believe such an intelligence is inevitable. The only question is who will build and control it. By uniting, they've made their move to ensure the answer isn't big tech. This merger is much more than a financial move. It represents a fundamental shift for both the AI and crypto industries. Seeing it as just another token pump misses the bigger picture. First, let's look at what this means for the AI industry. For years, the AI debate has been a choice between big tech's closed, proprietary models and the open source movement. This alliance offers a powerful third way, a decentralized model. Traditional open source AI projects often struggle with incentives. How do you reward thousands of developers worldwide for contributing? The ASI Alliance has a built-in crypto economic engine. The ASI token isn't just for speculation, it's a tool to reward behavior. Developers who contribute valuable AI models, data providers who share useful data sets, and people who provide computing power can all be rewarded directly with ASI tokens. This creates a self-sustaining ecosystem that could rival the scale of large corporations. This unification also creates a massive network effect, making the alliance a magnet for AI talent. An AI researcher is now far more likely to build on the single, well funded ASI platform than on three smaller ones. It also makes it much easier for businesses to get involved. A company looking to use decentralized AI now has a one stop shop combining agents, data, and advanced models, making it a viable competitor to offerings from Google or Amazon. Now, for the crypto industry, this merger shows how much the space has matured. For a long time, crypto was all about finance, Bitcoin as digital gold, or DeFi as a new financial system. The ASI Alliance plants a new powerful flag, crypto as the foundation for the next generation of AI. This story goes far beyond finance and speaks to one of the most significant technological revolutions in human history. It shows that crypto's core ideas of decentralization and user ownership can be used to solve some of the world's biggest challenges. This merger completely changes the competitive landscape of the crypto market. The ASI token immediately becomes the undisputed king of the AI crypto sector. The AI narrative has been a powerful trend in crypto, and this alliance has consolidated its leadership over it. This positions ASI as a potential blue chip crypto asset, a long term investment in a foundational piece of Web3. But the road ahead won't be easy. The first hurdle is technical integration. Merging three complex technology stacks is a huge job. Making sure Fetch.ai's agent network, Ocean's data marketplace, and SingularityNet's AI services all work together seamlessly is a massive engineering challenge. The second challenge is the competition. Big tech isn't standing still. They are pouring tens of billions into R&D and have a huge head start. The ASI Alliance may be a giant in the crypto world, but it's still David going up against several Goliaths. Third, the regulatory landscape for both crypto and AI is still uncertain. Governments are trying to figure out how to handle these new technologies, and the ASI Alliance will have to navigate a complex web of international rules. And finally, there's the biggest challenge of all, the same one their centralized rivals face, the alignment problem. How do you make sure a decentralized, rapidly evolving intelligence remains beneficial to humanity? While decentralization prevents control by a single company, it creates new issues in governance. Ensuring a global brain of AI agents acts in our best interest is one of the hardest and most important problems of our time. Despite these challenges, the vision is what's driving this alliance. The formation of the ASI Alliance isn't the end of the story, it's the start of the most ambitious chapter yet. It's a declaration that a different future for AI is possible. It's a shift from competition to collaboration, a recognition that when facing a huge challenge, unity is the best strategy. The creation of the Artificial Superintelligence Alliance is part of a much wider convergence of AI and blockchain. All across crypto, projects are using AI in new ways. Projects like Bittensoar are creating decentralized networks to encourage collaborative AI training. Others are using AI for sophisticated DeFi trading bots, better blockchain security, and smarter user experiences. The ASI merger is the biggest sign of a trend that's reshaping the industry. At the same time, we're seeing big shifts in the wider world. There's growing momentum toward regulatory clarity for digital assets, which is opening the door for more institutional investment. This provides the capital needed for ambitious projects like the ASI Alliance. The crypto industry isn't just for speculators anymore. It's becoming a serious hub for innovation. So, where does this leave us? We're at a real crossroads in the history of technology. Down one path, AI development continues to be dominated by a handful of trillion-dollar corporations. It's a path of closed systems, private data, and alignment with profit motives. The most powerful technology ever created becomes a tool to make the powerful even more powerful. But this merger has carved out a second path, a path where decentralization, open collaboration, and user ownership are at the heart of AI development. It's a future where intelligence isn't a corporate secret, but a public utility open to all. The story of the ASI Alliance is about three pioneers who looked at the future being built and decided to offer an alternative. They brought together the visionary brain of SingularityNET, the data lifeblood of Ocean Protocol, and the autonomous network of Fetch.ai. They didn't just merge tokens, they formed an alliance to build a future where artificial superintelligence empowers everyone, not just a select few. They have created a new giant, proving that the biggest challenges can only be met when we work together. The road ahead for the ASI Alliance will be long and difficult. It's filled with technical hurdles, powerful competitors, and deep philosophical questions. questions. But for the first time, there is a single, unified, and well funded player in the decentralized world that has a real shot at competing in the race to build the future of intelligence. This is a story that will unfold over the coming years. The stakes couldn't be higher. It's a battle for the soul of the most transformative technology of our lifetime. Make sure to subscribe for all the latest updates on the ASI Alliance and the AI crypto space. And I want to leave you with a question for the comments. Do you think this decentralized giant has what it takes to truly challenge big tech in the race for artificial superintelligence? Let me know your thoughts. Thanks for watching.